What's good, family? Sunday, April the 6th, I believe. Taking another stroll out here. 40 degrees. Weather is tolerable here in good old Michigan. You know, something just struck me. I try to make videos as I feel inspired to do so. Not just be doing stuff to, not just be doing stuff for the sake of doing it. I'm up here, I'm looking at this, I'm like about 2 blocks away from my crib, right? And I live among our people, mainly. Well, mainly it's black folk. But I'm looking around here, I'm just, as it get warmer, you start seeing different people out and about. Because it be so intolerably cold in America, in Michigan. Detroit, man, it's terrible. I still be having my black butt out here walking, man, because I like being outside, man. It's therapeutic. Over here in this section I'm in now is the Hispanics. They always have Hispanic chicks always got their own hair, bro. And it's like what you see consistently is them with their dude. I ain't saying they more loyal than the B-Dub. I'm just saying you usually see them with them. But these dudes ain't 6 figures. Not where I live. You understand me? Unless they just pretending to be broke. But not broke, but everyday work a day type people. You know what I mean? But right now I'm in Mexicanville or Hispanicville or whatever. And over there is with the blacks. Hold on, I'm about to walk past this chick. Hey. But smell like she been drinking. She out going outside taking her El Cigarrato cigarette. But yeah, I'm a block from my crib. I'm like, dang, man, I'm just thinking about all that's going on here in the world, bro. And I want to name this video A Kingdom Divided. A Kingdom Divided. So everybody pretty much had their chance to rule. And this is the dispensation of the Greeks, Romans, whites, Europeans, Edomites, Caucasians, same people. And if you're paying attention to pieces to the puzzle, because we're supposed to be watchful, pray, see what's going on, so that this day that's coming, and that's seemingly very near, so that this day that we literally at the doorstep of SHTF. I seen earlier today combination of some videos of a whole bunch of white folk protesting Trump because they believed in his sales pitch, his okie doke of Make America Great Again, which included, it was a good sales pitch. And I said it repeatedly that if, big word, if Trump does what he says he is going to do, which is to, number one, get America out of all these useless wars. We need to get out of all these wars. In his New York accent. If he was going to do that, get America out of all these useless, unnecessary wars. And if he would stop funding the genocide in Gaza, which I don't really care about anyway, except for the elect. It might be sprinkled in there. Well, that's number one, funding the genocide, funding the war. And if he had an America First policy, this dude is doing the actual, he doing the opposite of what he said he was going to do. He keeping the war going on in Ukraine with your tax dollars, as well as funding the genocide of the Arab Palestinians in the promised land of Israel, which neither one have the right to the land, according to the Most High Scriptures. So he's doing more than what Biden did. They used to call Joe Biden Genocide Joe. As well as Sleepy Joe. But really, the same thing could be said about good old Trump. He's doubling down on the funding. As Netanyahu becomes more desperate, which is the president of the state of Israel, as Netanyahu becomes more desperate for political power and staying in office, he had to keep wars going to justify his position. And the politicians are in the pocket of the Israeli lobby. Money talks, bro. And money, hey, Trump did a great sales pitch. He said he gonna get America out of all these wars, and he gonna have an America First policy, build our economy. It ain't even been a solid 3 months, because he done turned even our ally, not our ally, turn Americans' allies against it. How you gonna turn your allies against it? But so this is what goes. This is what I titled this video, "A Kingdom Divided Against Itself," because you got basically these white countries is tired. You got the white countries in Europe, Australia, Canada, all America's buddies. For some reason, and one could argue that this is a purposeful demolition of the American dollar, because it's just too, you can't be this stupid to destroy your own economy. It gotta be on purpose. One could argue that because, I mean, the gold has went up to like 3,200 almost. Dude, that's the highest it's ever been, which means the dollar is the weakest that it's ever been when you look at the parallels. So what does that tell you? And that's since he's been in office, bro. Me? I'm neutral. Nah, I don't have any vested interest. I have a vested interest that American dollar stay strong enough for me to get some of it and get the hell out of this place. But if that don't happen, plan B, get ready for the purge. Get ready for these people to be crazy out here. And you have to defend yourself. Because it look like it. These white folks, if they feel like Trump has done a fantastic this dude's done a super ultra fantastic job of making all the white people in the world hate America more than they already hate him. A kingdom divided against itself. Canadians hate it. They're making everybody hate America. Trump and his administration is making everybody, all these different countries, hate them. It cannot be accidental. These taxes and tariffs is going to put more hurt on an already hurt economy locally, and it's destroying relationships internationally. This can't be by accident. He cannot be this stupid. This is like, in my opinion, it seems like they are imploding, destroying the American power of the dollar. And, basically, what's up? Old black chick looking worried. It's gonna be speaking of these black chicks, bro, it's gonna be a lot. These chicks, they hope is in America. And even the white folk that live here don't even hope in this bitch no more. They looking at America like, wow, this dude Trump that we voted in, and you white women too, because he couldn't have got in without your votes. They out here protesting. Again, what stake do we have in this other than getting your money and pivoting this bitch if you can? If you can't, you had to go it alone. You had to do what you got to do. Be at the hands of the Most High. The reality is that we all in the hands of the Most High, but my hope is, because I still see the dollar got leverage. So my whole thing, I'm still going to try to pivot this whore as long as the whore can be pivoted. And work this bitch as long as it can be worked. But when it can't be worked no more, pivot. And it's looking like we close to it ain't being worked no more. So, Kingdom divided. Whole bunch of... The Most High hate America, bro. He hate the sodomy, the trannyism, the whoredom. He hate that, a whole lot of stuff. The body bagging of babies by the millions. The fatherlessness, all this stuff. Most High don't like this, bro. This is the full cup of evil, bro. America. And everybody else in the world is starting to hate this bitch. America's a whore that everybody hate. Canada, which has been more passive. How you gonna put tariffs and taxes on these countries? We need to buy America first. What actually is 100%, even a car? What cars are 100% built 100% in America? Screws and different brackets and stuff come from different countries. This is what I'm saying. This had to be a purposeful implosion. The economy's not going, I can't see the economy getting better after you implode and destroy the economy. You want to destroy the economy? I mean, you want to improve the economy, like print some more money, give some business loans for only, give housing for only American citizens, make housing easier. It's not the purpose. It's time for the elite, all the people, the elites, to cash in. Because remember, whenever we have a chaos, some kind of collapse or war, there's some rich group of people at the top getting paid. And war ain't really profitable like that. Excuse me, peace is not profitable. War, and you got a whole bunch of people like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, bro, sitting at the top collecting money from chaos, bro. This is what the reality is, bro. Whole bunch of Mr. Burns, excellent, on The Simpsons. Simpson. You know, you got a bunch of Mr. Burns out here, rich dudes at the top, billionaires and oligarchs wanting to destroy America and to bring about the mark of the beast system because they Lucifer worshipers and his children. And And they want to see, excuse me, and they want to see more than just collecting resources. They already got that. Their goal is to own human beings by marking and tagging them with digital chip, digital ID. Put that chip that's inside of the, just for example, I had a dream about this too. A person had a mark of the beast, but it was like a kind of a digital tattoo thing, but it looked like, I ain't saying this how it's gonna look, but it looked like the chip that's in your in your credit card and debit cards. But it was like digital tattoo. So I'm sure they got some kind of ink or something like that. Because this is the goal of the devil, is to mark everybody. You either on y'all's side or you're on his side. That's the bottom line. And other like leaders, despotic, evil leaders at the top, kings like Nebuchadnezzar, required everybody bow down or die. It's not just about no money. It ain't just about no resources. It's about worship. And the wicked will want to be worshipped. That's where we going, bro. We can kind of, continuously analyze this thing and all that. Excuse me. What the base of the bottom level is, it's all about bow down or not bow down. And it's like that. I went to Denver a couple years back. They got a huge airport. It's way bigger than ours here in Detroit. Or I should say Romulus, but anyways. It's huge outside of Romulus, but it's huge. It looked bigger than ours. Man, I hate when these people have their stupid dog, bro. Off the leash, bro. I hope that stupid dog ain't off the leash this time. I be hating walking past certain people's houses. Because they be so erratic and they just careless as hell. You don't know what the hell going on. But I gotta give me another 9, bro. Critical defense. But anyways, I'm looking at all these white folks rebelling that Trump ain't doing what he said he's gonna do. All these tariffs is gonna hurt. And now he got his damn door open. It's just what I'm talking about, bro. Keep your head on a swivel. I'm looking at all these different groups of people, and I'm like, you got whites, you got Hispanics, blacks. I'm like, dude, a few Asians, Hmong people, but I'm thinking about when scriptures say that because of the lack of the food and difficulties and tribulation, is people gonna be out here doing crazy stuff to survive. And I can see this country being torn up. I see these Purge movies. I see how erratic these Americans is now. All that strong, independent, I don't need no man. You go ahead and just do your own thing. Women ain't gonna be worth that much in that day, bro. I'm strong, he ain't independent. Now these bitches singing a different tune. I don't want to be independent anymore. I want to be, you got to have at least this, you got to have it. Hold on, bitch, you said you was independent. So why are you caring about what's in my pockets? I don't need a man that come up to women who are not her type. How the hell you gonna know if you her type? You're creepy if you're not her type. If you are her type, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. How you know if you this woman's type, bro? So I say it don't even make no sense approaching a bitch. There's dating sites and all this. These women will approach you if they like you, man. It's gone for that. You thinking, what's the name? These basketball players is approaching bitches, man? Or do you think they got groupies approaching them, bro? Enough of that, man. It's kind of like you should only deal with women that view you as like a star. Some kind of star in her head. You could be a star to a particular woman, and the other woman, she's repulsed by you. So only deal with the woman that look at you as a star. That's power right there. Only deal with women that look at you as a star. Because other than that, you got to be trying to convince her of your value and all that bull crap. And you know, nah, I ain't convincing nobody of nothing. You like me or you don't, bro. Or chick. But I'm seeing out here the kingdom divided. I'm thinking that this implosion, all these white folks protesting around the country and stuff. They said almost every state protests going on. The tariffs, protesting the taxes, the tariffs. You're like, hold on, man. Your sales pitch said that you don't get us out of war. Now you talking about bombing Yemen. No. You ain't talking about bombing Yemen so you can get to Iran. You ain't talking about that. You doing that. And that's been a wet dream for decades, is to get in Iran and put that work in. But Iran, from my understanding, unless they nuke Iran, if they nuke Iran, for what though? And this is your American dollars going to wars to potentially nuke a country. They ain't did a damn thing to America for the most part. Not compared to what America did to them. I don't care about Iran either. They ain't got no investment in that country. But what you told versus the truth, when it comes to American media, oftentimes it don't match up. But yeah, this is a peace president. I'm gonna get us out of all these foreign entanglements like Joe Biden getting us in this Iran war, this war with Russia. And I'm like, now he got us in another war in the Middle East. I keep saying us. But then you have to consider, would you want to leave this country? Because it may even get to the point where they try to draft people. I'm telling you, man, this dude's erratic like a woman, bro. Trump. Every day is some new news. It's a new high energy statement. You know, some new declaration. You know, he came in shooting like Yosemite Sam, man, with 2 guns. So this is a kingdom divided, bro. This instability. Remember, man, the old saying, New World Order, order out of chaos. You are personally experiencing a chaos right now. Controlled, purposeful chaos. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I say, y'all excuse me, man. Personal opinion, just a way to protect yourself. If you're gonna stay here, some water, an ability to filter some water, and watch a couple of them Purge movies. kind of get yourself in the mind to see what's popping, what's going to be popping. These are white Americans lose their mind because the King Trump is not making America great again. It's bringing back, in their opinion, is bringing back the Great Depression. And they feel like they got okey doked by their king. Black women shaking in their boots. They have left their leaders, their heads, the black American man. They don't regard us brothers. I ain't protecting these hoes. I'm protecting myself. That's it in my circle. I'm like, dang, man, when the stuff hit the fan. Whew. But then that's scripture, because say that Babylon is going to be destroyed from within and from without. That's why I feel rich. Not financially, but I feel rich with regards to this wisdom and knowledge to know what's going to happen. I feel comforted. I'm like, yeah, I ain't got the super amount of preps, but the same God that told me what's going to happen is the same God that's required to take care of me and protect me. Because he told me through the scriptures what's going to happen and that he going to take care of us. So by his word, he must take care of us. So that gives me comfort. One way or the other. And then say, what it say? In those days, be as a pilgrim in the earth. Make yourself ready to the battle. This ain't no time to be taking your wife or girlfriend seriously like that. We're going to be another 5 years. Nigga, can't you see where we at? Hey, bro. This year is hot and spicy already. This dude ain't even been in the office 3 months. So I'm just gonna sit back with a popcorn and observe what happened. But not too optimistic. So I'm optimistic so far as the future that the Most High put forth, but I'm not optimistic. If my hope was in America's survival, I would not be optimistic. If I hoped that America would be great again and all that, and my stake, I'm putting it all on red. I'm putting it all on red. And red is USA, I would not be hopeful. I'd be terrified if I actually care about this country. I'd be terrified right now. And which is why you got all these white folk out here protesting and stuff. I look at it like it's funny, bro. It's funny to me, bro. So this is an interesting year, man. Will this be purge election year? I don't know. But I'm sitting back smiling and laughing because you get to see the fall of your enemy, and America has been nothing but the enemy of black men since its inception. We have not attained no benefit from being in this bitch. The black American woman has obtained high numbers of benefits. But really, what benefit specifically has we as black American men obtained in this place? Women hate us. It's a racist society against us, separated from our families. Most masculine, destroyed bitches in the world. We have nothing that's really ours. Shot by the police. As far as I'm concerned, let America's enemies do what American enemies go do anyways. Ain't nothing you or I can do about it. Pivot how we can, but other than that, let it rip. So yeah, brothers. Like I said, America's hope was if Trump did what he said he would do in his campaign. Nah, he ain't doing that. You got a nice hot war going on in Yemen so that they can weaken them, likely so that they can attack Iran. And if America attacks Iran, remember, Russia's cool with Iran. China's cool with Iran. So what do you think will happen here in America, bro? Do you think it's probably Iranian and other Arab sleeper cells that's here in America waiting to be activated? Come on, man, put this together. These are the things we have to pay attention to, man. Me, preparing my mind, I think we on the front doorstep of it. The average American, they might know what's going on, but they don't know the big picture. They know a puzzle piece or here or two, but they don't know the big puzzle, what it look like for the most part when it's done. The why behind it. Why is America attacking Iran? Attacking the Houthis, and why are they attacking Yemen? Why? Why is Trump pushing these tariffs on the world? It clearly is going to destroy the economy. Why? Why are they making enemies among the allies? Why? Those of us brothers who are blessed to know the why, it's a blessing, bro. Blessed are you because you know it's been revealed to you, but to them it's not been revealed. The why is going to be very important. All people going to be out here is, so I'm looking at, all right, I just got back from my walk and I looked at all these different people, a bunch of white people, different Hispanics that wasn't there before, and other ones that's grouped over in that area, like a complex. Then it's just mainly, of course, black folk, but a few white folks that live, a lot of whites, just so they can, low end white folks like Trader, but also you got the workaday blue collar white folk that's just trying to live among the Negroes because hey, it's cheaper, way cheaper. So this is a melting pot of, man, I'm just sitting around like, wow, how's this gonna look? I've been thinking about this stuff for years. I'm like, dang, you got the Hispanics that be fighting against the whites, the blacks, everybody will be trying to fight against the black man as usual. Well, it's usual. Okay, what else is new? Your own brother is trying to kill you, you know what I mean? Well, what else is new? Everybody else, where's the camaraderie for the most part in regular life among brothers, you know what I mean? So this is a time, man, we got to really focus on Yah, keep your circles, small and not really care too much, as I did in the previous video talking about the gray t-shirt, especially your woman. Love, but not be in love. The truth is, man, it's going to be wars, famine, destruction, people invading one another, sedition, people fighting against the government, especially these white folk fighting against their own government. It's going to be like the purge, bro. But worse because it's going to be happening here. I got to be honest with you, man. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen. Because I got no choice anyways, other than this stuff happening. I can't stop it. It's happening right now. Who am I? Just one dude on a YouTube video. I can't stop this stuff from happening. It was written to happen before I was even born. Thousands of years before I was even born. In the scriptures. So, I'm just a participant in the fall, observant participant in the fall. Oh, man, hold on. Yeah, man, let me turn this thing off. Turn on airplane mode. I don't like being disturbed. But yeah, man, I'm a observant dude and participating in the observation of the destruction that has place. Yeah, I ain't got to lift a finger. I ain't personally doing nothing. I'm gonna sit back, chill, observe, and if anybody, and when hopefully it don't, but who knows? When this stuff come my way, I have to defend myself. Hey, send them to go see Christ. You know what I mean? That's how. Hey, look, man. Just like any other day. I think that for many of us brothers, being having our women haters and being isolated, and women in general, just being hated by the most hated man in the world, the Black American man. I think that make us tough. It'll make you or break you. Who, like the Hispanics, they got their own cultures and they ain't really isolated. The whites definitely ain't isolated. The Arabs, they ain't isolated. The Indians, the Asians, everybody is like grouped and linked in. Primarily, look at this. Even with us on this channel, we gotta come online to primarily be among brothers who think like we do, and that's really sad, man. It's sad that our culture Black American culture is such that it's not a lot of brotherhood like that. Nigga kill another nigga for a whore. It's all the same. The women rule over these men. And when you look at how many black men voted for Kamala Harris because they bitch told them to, it's just the same. It shows you. It's a really good indicator as to how divided black men are in this country, bro. So a lot of brothers, we on our own. And I must say that maybe the reason behind that is that so the Most High can make us tougher, make us or break us. I'm not broken. Whatever been broke down in me, the Most High build it back up. You know what I mean? But I feel as though I'm ready for whatever comes, to my life in these dark times. I'm ready to face it. I'm ready to stare whatever down the adversity. How many adversities I've been in my life, bro? I'm ready to stare this bull crap down. Not saying I'm going out there looking for it, because I am not. Because I hate adversity and stupid people and trouble and all this bull crap. I don't want to be here in this stupid country. I tried to pivot, but certain things didn't work out. But if the Most High gonna have me here and do what I gotta do, I don't want to be here. I hate this place. I hate how these people move. They're stupid. I hate how the women move. Bunch of whores and murderers of children. I hate how our men move in our culture. Bunch of weak, not all of us, of course, but a lot of them is a bunch of, even if they're physically strong, bunch of weak, mentally and simplified dudes following after bitches, man. I hate that. Because then you cannot talk to him on a man level. You know what I mean? You can't talk to him like, look, bro, these women is out of line. We need to understand. We got to check these chicks. We got to address these problems. Once you start talking about the bitches, the women in your culture, then you'll see who the simps is. You start saying, well, these black women, man, they got to stop murdering these kids. They got to stop being hoes. They got to stop setting dudes up to get robbed. They got to stop. Really, the power need to be with the man. That's how God set up. You start talking like that, man. Watch how the nuclear bombs start dropping in your environment when you're talking to these simplified dudes and these masculine feminist whores out here, man. But it'll show you who's who, though. Once you start talking about the queen, the goddess, the real whoever they are start coming out, If they like, you know what, that's a good point. It is true, They be like that, you be like, it might be a brother. And that's like the biggest hang up with the Black American man is the co-signing of the degeneracy of his woman and never talk about the female. That's a female. That's a big stronghold, bro. You got the toughest dude, beard, muscle tattoos. But in his mind, he's a simp and a bitch when it comes to the female. And that's how you can tell who these dudes are. It's really pathetic. And the other cultures, man, primarily other than the white man, he like his woman running them for the most part. Look at the societies. But, more patriarchal structures, the Arabs, the Latinos, they keep their women in check for the most part. Again, when they get Americanized, I ain't talking about Americanized. That's his own little big problem, whatever. But in general, that's, so a lot of brothers, man, you come online to hear other brothers, and that's why I'm thankful that I have been like a voice that has been able to, even link and connect brothers together, man, in more of a patriarchal, masculine space, scriptural, and all that, man. I'm very glad to be a part of this before they start taking us offline and taking our pages down. My page ain't really that big no more, so if y'all want to support it, much appreciated. But my page ain't really big that much because I turned off the ads and all that stuff because, my stuff kept getting stopped. Oh, you're offended. You broke this guideline and that YouTube guideline. All this other stuff. You offended women and, So I'm like, man, I ain't about to keep doing this, bro. I'm just going to say what I want to say, and if they reduce me, they reduce me. It is what it is. But, yeah. But, yeah, man, anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, go ahead and I would appreciate your support for sure, bro. In the CashApp and link in the description. It's a time to dig down deep, man. It's a time I just felt compelled to put this video out there, man. This is a kingdom divided amongst themselves. And we essentially have been prisoners of war. If you want to leave the country, you have a window of time that you can leave. I don't know what that window of time is, quite honestly. If I had I'm working on a couple things. I'm dead serious. I'm tired of the ways of this place, bro. But it's all in the hands of God, bro. So this place is garbage, bro. Only thing that, I was thinking about the standard of living among Americans. The only thing that really the dollar the United States have over the rest of the country, only thing that this country has over other countries is the power of the dollar. Military power too, but I mean, so far as what me and you and regular people can take advantage of, leveraging the dollar. This is how a man would go to Brazil or Colombia for months and stay there for like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a year. You understand me? You know what I mean? So with a decent lifestyle, without, trying to super ultra shine and all that bull crap. Or another country, Philippines, $200 a month for a decent apartment because the power of the dollar. But now we're seeing the power of the dollar. It's in the beginning stages of diminishing. So I say get as much of this fake money as you can. Then buy some real money, some gold. Then whatever the new currency is that it replaces the dollar or whatever, let's say gold goes up to $5,000. If you got some gold to the side, you got real money when it's paper fake money. And then you can pivot with I gotta get some more silver. Silver, I gotta get some more of that, but and gold. But yeah, man, gold and silver is real money. Why you this is why I always said, why you think the elites are buying gold? If y'all look up how much China's buying gold, America's buying gold, or getting their gold reserves back from the UK, Why do you think this is, bro? because they're going to give the people more of this fake fiat crap and this new fake Bitcoin crap, and they're going to consume unto themselves the real money that has always been money since the beginning of time, which is silver and gold. These are currencies, though. Bitcoin is a currency. The US dollar is a currency that's supposed to be attached to gold because gold's real money. I don't want to keep talking about that. Speaking of money, if y'all want to donate to the channel, I think I mentioned that a couple of times, go ahead and do so. I much appreciate it. This knowledge is super valuable. I don't ask for money like, oh yeah, hit the Cash App. Y'all want me to keep doing this, you gotta hit the Cash App. If you know what I mean, if you don't, how am I going to keep doing these videos and putting out this hot fire? If you don't hit the Cash App, you don't hit the Cash App. I don't be doing it like that. I ask, hey, you want to give it to the Cash App? I will mention it, absolutely. But I ain't like, I can only do these videos if you hit the Cash App. Really, nobody really supports this channel for the most part. Like, I don't got a whole bunch of people support this channel. I do this for the love, man. If I was doing it, man, look, if I was doing this for money, I'd stop doing this a long time ago. I hope y'all intelligent brothers, y'all can see the sincerity. I'm not a BSer, man. You understand me? I try to be as sincere as I possibly can. But if you, like I said, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and do so. I'm gonna keep doing these videos as I feel led, whether I get a dime or I get $1,000, $2,000. I don't care, because this is in me to do this, and I'm excited about these times. Quite honestly, I'm not just spitting a bunch of facts or Iran's doing it. No, the real reason behind all these pieces to the puzzle is that the Most High is going to eradicate America from relevance, but there's going to be a period of time that there's going to be that fighting amongst each other stuff going on. The purge type stuff. Why? Because he said so. Why is American dollar? I have some people contact me. Oh, man, did you hear about this and that? Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm that dude that talk about this and that. Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, talking to me like this is some new news or something. But, I'm that dude that know this stuff. Like, I talk this stuff. This is the stuff that I kind of like, it's just in me to know. And it's kind of like my kind of, what do you say? It's just in me to care about it, I care about this stuff. So, end of the world kind of stuff. So, you feel called to talk about this stuff. So my thing now, man, I gotta give me another 9 milli. I'm really still in between that the Ruger 9, what was it, Max 9, and the SD Smith & Wesson. They got a higher capacity on the Smith & Wesson, which I do like, but it's getting hotter. So, and it has a, I don't know on this. I might have to think some more about that. I always like, all my guns have been like small. So the SD is like not super large, but the capacity is large. The accuracy is nice out to like 40 yards. I like it. But I was thinking about getting a new one because the trigger is different than the one I had. The Ruger I had, and then I had a LCP 380. I liked it, but I didn't like just having 7 shots. Benefit of the Max 9 is that I got 12, 13 shots, which is, 5 more than So I don't know. I'm just thinking about those two. Let me know what y'all think about those two. Brothers that care about that kind of stuff. Anyways, much respect and love to the brethren. Hope you brothers are blessed. And hopefully this video empowered you. Understand the times we in, man. I don't tell everybody this stuff no more. I tell certain people, and I tell you brothers here on the channel. But I don't be going around telling anybody this no more like this, because really, man, as you can see, man, there's been people that speak out against the Israeli genocide, the Jewish people, murdering all these women and children in Gaza. They speak out against it, and they're called anti-Semitic. What is that? What is anti-Semitic? Right? Anti-Semitic comes from Shem, or Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem, out of Shem, you had a whole bunch of people. See what I mean? How they can make, he that owns the media can create the narrative. You know what I mean? You're anti-Semitic. Oh, so you go take away somebody's livelihood because of what they say. But what happened about freedom of speech? As you can see, freedom of speech, maybe that went the way of COVID. Anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you. Peace.